Hey guys, Weesan here. That is Weesan with the tutorial on how to fix a drifting analog stick for an Xbox One controller. For this tutorial, what you're going to need is tape and a couple of flathead screwdrivers. But before I get into that, I'm going to show you the issue with my controller. So when I get onto GTA, you're going to see that the camera angle is going to go up. That means that the right analog stick is drifting. And I've also heard of people having problems with the left analog stick drifting as well. And I think that this fix will be able to help them. So hopefully it'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble the controller. So I'm just going to teleport real quick and be right back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add tape on both the bumpers so when we turn around the controller, they won't fall out. Make sure not to tape the whole rumble pack because you might peel off that black soft area at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the bumpers, and to do this you're going to get a flathead screwdriver and lift off that tab where it's near the circle. So basically you're just going to lift up underneath it and then pull it out with your finger. I recommend watching another video on how to disassemble an Xbox One controller because they go into more detail than I do. Now what you're going to do is you're going to remove the screw in the bottom left corner. I'm not sure if you're able to see that. And there's also going to be another screw on the bottom right here. I'm going to unscrew both of those. And to remove these screws, you're going to need a normal torx screwdriver. Or you could use a flathead screwdriver that's the same size as the screw. But there is a possibility that you could mess up the screw and then you won't be able to remove the motherboards. So I recommend not doing that. Now on to the best part, which is the most difficult part. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate the motherboards. So there's a slab right there that's connected and there's another one on the right. I'm just trying to look for it. It's kind of hard, but you probably see it. Now what you want to do is you want to get 2 to 3 fingers on top and put your thumb at the bottom, and what you want to do is just pull up. So I'm just trying to get a grip on this. Okay. So I'm just trying to pull it without breaking it. Take your time on this because you do not want to mess up the wiring on the controller. And I popped it up. Okay. This part is optional, but what you could do is you could use a desoldering tool to remove the wiring and then pull out the motherboards, but I didn't have one so I couldn't do that. So this is what we just separated, which is that slab on the left and the one on the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving that small black circle counterclockwise with the flathead screwdriver. Let's see if you're able to see that. It's that little small circle. And at the same time, you're going to be moving the analog stick up. Make sure to do these steps slowly. Now get a flathead screwdriver that has the same size as the circle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put it in there, but don't push it in. Right here, I'm twisting the screwdriver left or counterclockwise, and I'm moving the analog stick up at the same time. Just keep on doing that. Make sure to do this about 3 to 5 times. There is a possibility that if you do this too much, it could start drifting down, so make sure not to overdo it. If it does start drifting down, this means that you'll have to move the circle clockwise and push the analog stick down. I should mention that this is a trial and error thing, so you may not get it the first time. You might notice less drifting when testing out the controller. This means that you're going to have to keep on messing with it until you get it right. If you're curious on why I'm twisting the circle, is because the panel on the right controls the up and down movement, and the panel at the bottom controls the left and right movement. So basically I'm just trying to balance out the movements of the analog stick. I think that this should do it, so let's try to reassemble it and test it out. Right here are the slabs that connect both of the motherboards. There's 2 on the left and there's 2 on the right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the motherboards back together. Right here, I was able to show both of the slabs being connected. I just pressed down and it just clicked. When pushing them together, you should hear 2 clicks. That's when you know you've connected them. One way on how to test a controller without fully assembling it is by putting the back piece and adding batteries. Hold both of the triggers down and make sure these 2 silver pieces are behind. After that, you could just add the batteries and test out the controller. Another way to test the controller is by plugging in the charge cable. So I'm testing out the controller, it's working fine, and I hope this video was helpful to you, and you'll catch me again on the next video.